Okay, guys, I got updates for you on Heather. So this is Mr. The Light Reports, Mr. I think it's Wolf, reporting on the court the court case here. Some very weird stuff that happened in this court case here. From what I understand, Heather's being extradited to Tennessee, so she's being brought to Tennessee. She won't be in D.C. anymore. Now, from what I read on IUV, somebody was mentioning something about that in the court. They admitted she was going to see Trump or something. I'm not too sure. Some mixed information. All I know is it kind of sounds like they're really kind of railroading Heather right now. And yeah, that's not cool. They're not letting her represent herself. They, intentionally screwed her over with the documents, so she didn't have her documents. And the judge just totally would not let her speak on her own behalf whatsoever. So yeah, but she's getting extradited to Tennessee. She's leaving D.C. I'll read you some stuff from IUV. First, I'm going to
jump away, as you know, but I've come back got back just at the end of the decision. So this is hearsay because I was not in the courtroom. But apparently, well, let me wait till people jump in. Hey, hello.
Hey, I can talk about what happened in the courtroom.
Okay. What's your name?
Tristan Roberts.
Tristan?
Yes.
Hi, Tristan. Neil. So Tristan was in the courthouse for the courtroom for the last segment. So he'd like to give you guys a synopsis.
Were you there for the beginning?
I was there for the beginning, all but the last session.
Okay. So they refused her right to represent herself. Is like the core thrust of it. Did you already cover that?
Yes. Yeah. But you can give a synopsis. I'm going to do a Periscope later with a synopsis of the whole thing, but you can give a brief synopsis on the front end and then what you saw that I did.
So her constitutional right to defend herself was ignored by the judge. Supposedly you have the right to represent yourself at any point during the trial, but the judge refused this because she said that she was not signing away any of her rights, which she really meant was like any of her natural rights, but the judge took that to mean that she was giving away her right to represent herself. Yeah, exactly. So the last part, nothing super major happened. They contested the evidence of her identity. They were trying to state that, she was not the same person as her straw man. But the judge did not review any of this. The judge was like, well, can you? The lawyer was not able to point or explain to the judge, the significance of her filings. And
didn't they reject her filings?
They did not end up admitting it into.
They wouldn't even admit her filings with all the UCC codes and stack of stuff. They wouldn't admit it. Go ahead, sorry.
So, we're optimistic that this means that, during the court session in...
Well, hold on now. Tell them how this ended, though.
Okay.
I mean, she's basically... So correct me if I'm wrong, okay? She basically is going to be extradited to Tennessee.
Yes.
We don't know a date of when she's going to be extradited. They can hold her here for up to 30 days, is what somebody told me. 30 more days, is that correct?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Okay.
They requested to have it extradited, but that was refused.
Okay. So to expedite the extradition,
expedite the extradition.
She wanted to be extradited immediately, and that was denied by the judge. Was there any reason for that the judge gave?
The judge said that it was because it was her own fault for causing there to be a delay because she had conflict with her appointed counsel.
So originally, folks, this hearing was scheduled. The judge wanted to schedule it for Wednesday, 2 days ago from today, and Heather was the one who had asked for the extension to get all of her evidence in a row. So then now after she got all her evidence in a row, and they bumped it out 2 days. Now, apparently, the judge is using that request, which was a reasonable request, to keep her incarcerated here in D.C. longer. So I got to say, I've now come to the conclusion, after watching this judge's actions in the courtroom, and especially if this is actually, because I was not there, so this is hearsay on you, that judge is pretty much as crooked as they come, really, especially when she started using the, to protect Heather. I don't think I can accept a waiver of counsel now because the court questions whether she understands it. So Deborah Robinson, as far as I'm concerned, Neil Wolf, you acted unlawfully today. You violated Heather's constitutional rights, and let's hope that you're held liable for DC. Do you have something else you want to add? All right, well, thanks. I'm just going to look and see what I missed the first part. All right, well, look, if you missed the first part, go back to my other Periscope videos. They're on Periscope, and they're on Twitter. I will also do one Periscope sometime later today.
Okay, guys, so pretty much what's going on is that, as I said, Heather was not allowed to have any of her documentation, any of her paperwork admissible in court. Because she was claiming her rights as a free man or woman, they claimed that she was giving up her rights, her civil rights. So, a lot of dirty plays that they're making. There's more information here. Next stop Knoxville. They never allowed her to speak, which is her constitutional right. But I think Parker just perjured himself, saying he was not military intelligence. He nervously laughed. He did admit to being Army reservist in the JAG Corps and went on duty. They also admitted she was there to meet Trump, cited an unarmed civilian in the White House who identified her there. Lots of unidentifiable people. Why did they derail her? Who has this authority? And why isn't Trump on this? She was asked if she waived her rights. Heather said no, and somehow the judge twisted it into meaning she waived pro per. They used the video in the car of Heather. That's what they used to identify her, was the video of Heather in the car. The defense counsel protested based on her constitutional right to represent herself, and the judge, ignored him. Let's see. Court was packed with observers. They're trying to get the transcripts. So yeah, they're working on getting copies of the transcripts. They can't get the tape. You have to pay premium dollar for it if it's before 30 days. After 30 days, they'll be able to get it. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're talking. This is a bunch of just kind of chatting back and forth here. I'm trying to pull what information I can for you from it. Yeah, no access to the tape. Federal law. Yep. I think Boss is out of the loop now. They're saying they're trying to figure out what detention center she'll be in Tennessee. They're thinking Blount County. As a consequence of today's proceedings, Miss Heather is about to be extradited to Tennessee and presumably tried under the indictment on foot of a void and illegal warrant. So the judge, it would seem, went out of her way at considerable risk to herself to ensure that happened. At least one's way of looking at it. On the other hand, I've been used to saying over the years, never second guess a judge. And they're not doing that in favor of her. So yeah, they could hold her there for 30 days before extraditing her. The court date was originally supposed to be on Wednesday, and then it got moved to today. So I don't know where that whole thing from Crypto News came from, that it was not till next week, but that's false. She'll be moving to Tennessee now. That's pretty much all the updates. If I get anything else that I find, I'll keep you up to date. There are some other videos that Periscope has up. He's got on his Periscope there. I'll try to put the link in the description box for you guys. If it's not right there right away, then check back in a little bit and I'll put it in there. I will have some other updates a little bit later. So thank you again to everybody for all your support, and I'll keep trying to get you guys that information out. I do have the document video is made with all the links to those documents. Again, that's only like a fraction of the documents I have. I'm working on getting the rest of them, but there's a substantial amount of documents. There's a lot that I already have. I upped my Dropbox so that it's able to hold an unlimited amount of data for you guys. So yeah, download them while you can, and you know, there's a lot of good information in there. I also was able to put my web bookmarks. I put some of them into an HTML file, so you guys can take a look at some of that. That way you can get your own sources and stuff too. But yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff, guys. So as soon as that video is released, you guys will see that, and you'll have all those links. I really, again, want to thank everybody for all the support. You guys have been awesome. Much love. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, do so now. And as always, most importantly, share. Leave me your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And much love, guys.